All right, we getting this started, and we're gonna start it up right here. All right, Matthew Yahoo, or Matthew chapter 18, verse 4. Whoever then humbles himself as this little child is the greatest in the reign of the heavens. There's a reason for that. It's because the more humble you are, the more you're able to receive the reproof by way of the Spirit. The more puffed up in your pride and arrogance you are, the more you're going to stay in ignorance. All right, let's get it. 1 second. All right, let me make sure you guys can hear everything good. All right, let's go.
I chose to humble myself and repent, submit myself before the eyes of my Maker, becoming obedient to His eternal laws of love, life, and purity, little bit by little bit, step by step. Okay, it wasn't all at once. It's not instantaneous. This happened on a journey. Because I had the ears to hear, the heart to receive, and I had the eyes to see my entire life. And I had been seeking for the answers and the clarity. Alright? So sure enough, when the answers and the clarity began to come to me, the pieces of the puzzle began to show up. Alright? Like I began to see the pieces of the puzzle coming together. Alright? And because of that, because I can see such a big part of the board, okay? Like pretty much the board is set, okay? There's only a few pieces missing. You know, I don't have the full picture, but I have a whole lot, okay? So I praise and I worship the Most High for what He has given me. The clarity and the understanding, the wisdom, the knowledge. Alright, His righteousness, His peace, His kindness, His love, His compassion, His mercy. Alright, I love the fruits of the Spirit. I would never think to transgress and go contrary to the fruits of the Spirit. Okay? Because I know that if I was to do that, then I would be away from the protection of my Maker. Alright, and this tends to upset some people.
Alright, yes, it tends to upset some people. Alright, you know, and, for a while I was wondering, why does my, natural personality, why does my choices, why does my existence bother most people, and that was my heart's question my whole life, you know um why it seemed like my mere existence bothered people, just me being here. All right, because I refuse to conform to this world's ideology. Even when I was in ignorance, I went against the status quo. All right, therefore I was a natural rebel. Okay, and that made me an outcast my entire life. All right, 1 second. Um, so as I walk with the Spirit, I'm giving clarity and understanding that it was to make me spiritually strong. Okay? It was to cause me to be dependent upon the maker of my spirit. Okay? Because I didn't have any mortal that I could depend upon. Okay? So if I don't have any mortal in my life that I can depend upon because, I've experienced my whole damn life, a lack of divine love, okay, from mortals, okay? But I've always felt it from the maker of my spirit, all right? So hold on. I grew up very confused, um, wondering why I wasn't receiving um the same love that I was aware of, but not really aware of. 'Cause, subconsciously I was aware, but consciously I wasn't. Okay. However, I've always known that I have a connection to the divine. Okay. I just did not have clarity and understanding. And it was during this time period that I did not have the clarity and the understanding. I didn't have any defenses against gaslighting and narcissism. People strong arming me into conformity. All right? Being strong armed into giving my time, energy, and effort earning a false God. Okay? I was unaware at that time that it was a false God. If I had known that, then I would have had defenses at that time. But it wasn't time for me to have those defenses. Okay? It wasn't time for me to speak the living word by way of the Spirit. Therefore, many times growing up during my life, I was self conscious. Okay? I was the awkward type. Okay? I was very awkward. And I felt I had a speech impediment. Okay? I did not like being. I didn't like being singled out. I did not like having to read aloud. Okay, I was not the type that wanted to be seen. Okay, I wanted to hide. Okay, I always wanted to hide. Um, I just was not the type to. I was just different. Okay, and when I was around a lot of people, I was awkward. All right. So anyway, I flow by way of the Spirit. So apparently, I needed to break some of that down for you guys and just take you into my life a little bit so you can understand a little bit about who I am. Okay? Cuz time's up for you can assume, all right? Cuz ain't nobody over here trying to take away your free agency. So you have every right to assume. Nevertheless, I'm instructed to tell my story. Okay, I'm instructed to tell my testimony. Okay, so if you choose to assume things and you refuse to get to know the true spirit, you refuse to get to know me for who I am, and you'd rather just sit back and assume, that's your choice. But understand, you are in ignorance. You are making a foolish mistake. Okay? But choose to do you, okay? Because I ain't here to force you. Alright, now, we are going back. 1 second. To Chrome. And we went over this, okay? And I got many videos breaking down humility. Alright, that is the only way that you're going to be able to unlearn what you have learned. Okay? Yoda told you, you must unlearn. Okay? You must unlearn what you have learned. Alright? That's the only way that you can relearn via the spirit of truth. Okay? It's upon my spirit to address the Indo-Europeans. I have no hatred in my heart against any of you. Okay? No, I don't. But I am here to reprove. Okay? And the reason why I am here to reprove is because I have received the reproof. Okay? And because I received the reproof, I applied his living word to my life. All right? and I've been instructed to address you. I've been instructed to speak to you. I've been instructed to give you this truth by the way of the Spirit. Okay? Now, it's not me that is reproving you. Okay? It is the living word by way of the Spirit in which I am instructed to speak, which is reproving you. Okay? So, before you humble yourself, it's going to come across very sharp. All right? this whole series and pretty much a lot of the content on my channel, a lot of the Europeans take it the wrong way. Yes, you're taking it the wrong way because you're viewing it from a Eurocentric point of view. Okay? You are viewing it from your world view. Okay? Therefore, you must humble yourself and unlearn your world view. Okay? Because the Eurocentric world view was imposed. Okay? And is full of lies and assumptions, misdirection, great deception. Okay? So, you're going to have to subdue your ego. You're going to have to humble yourself like a little child. Okay? And I'm here to love you. If I did not love you, I would not speak this truth to you. Okay? Nevertheless, I'm being obedient with what I have been instructed to do with my life. Okay? If you really love my Father, then you would have the ears to hear. All right? John 8:47. I started kind of early today. I actually had to wait for the sun to move off of my screen so that I could get on here. That's how early I got on. But it's 9:32 a.m., people. I'm up early in the morning giving you this word. Alright? Now, children of the devil. Alright? Now, I'm not calling you, all of you, children of the devil. Okay? Now, the children of the devil are not a specific skin color. Alright? Not a specific nationality. Alright? And the children of God is not a specific skin color or nationality or bloodline. Alright? Now, well, yes, it is a certain bloodline, okay, and the children of the devil is a certain bloodline. So I take that back, because there is a certain holy, righteous bloodline upon the earth. All right, but it doesn't mean that everyone of that bloodline chose to remain righteous. Okay, and it doesn't mean that all those that are the children of the devil, all right, tares and whatnot, it doesn't mean that you cannot choose to humble yourself, subdue your ego, and repent and join the side of righteousness. Okay? Now, which of you can prove me guilty of sin if I speak the truth? Why do you not believe me? Why do you not understand my speech? Why are you ignoring what's engraved on the back of your money? In God we trust. Is that the Most High living God? Or is that a God that was constructed by mortal men and enacted upon the earth, oppressing all humanity and all creation? You need to ask yourself this. Okay? So, I've been accused of sin by my brethren for not earning in God we trust. If I don't trust in that God, Why the hell should I be forced to earn it? All right? I just had to go there. I had to speak the truth. All right? Which of you can really prove me guilty of sin? Where is my rotten fruit? If I speak the truth, I am speaking the truth. All right? Why do you not believe me when you can actually see it engraved on the back of your money? In God we trust. Whoever belongs to God hears the words of God. All right? So those of you who outright reject this truth, guess what? You don't belong to my God. Okay? You belong to the adversary. Those of you who cannot hear this truth, you don't belong to my God. You belong to the adversary. Whoever belongs to God hears the words of God. The reason you do not hear is that you do not belong to my God. Okay? This is why they accuse me of having a devil or a demon. Okay? I can't tell you how many times my so-called brothers and sisters in the Hebrew community accused me of having a devil, accused me of being evil. But I don't do anything to others that I wouldn't want done to myself. I do for others things that I would want done for myself if it's in my power to do so. If I have an abundance of something and someone needs, I would assist them. I would sow out of what I have. I've sown out of my own poverty. I live what I speak. See, we're in a time, he's using the few of us that had the ears to hear, the heart to receive, and the eyes to see. He's using the few of us, Daniel 12:10, all right, to speak his living word by the way of the Spirit. All right? Therefore, is for many to be purified. All right? Made spotless and refined, because we have been purified. We have been made spotless in heart and spirit. Okay? Not spotless physically. All right? I still got physical flaws. I am a smoker. All right? I cook my food. All right? I'm not the correct weight that I was designed to be physically. Okay? I'm on a journey. All right? Nevertheless, the Most High God cares about our heart condition and our mentality. So in that aspect, we have been purified and made spotless and refined so that he is able to utilize us to speak this living word by way of the Spirit, so that it can purify the conscience, purify the spirit, making others spotless and refined. Those who can receive this living word by way of the Spirit. But the wicked will continue to act wickedly. All right? Those are the serpent seed. And you can find them in any nationality. Okay? Including the holy seed. Okay? Because we have free agency. And not all of the holy seed came back to the original pure covenant in these days. Okay? Many of them are following the ways of the heathen. Okay? John 5:25. Truly, truly, I tell you, the hour is coming, and has now come, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. I'm doing this work so that you will live. I don't work for In God We Trust. Okay? I trust in the true and living God. All right? Therefore, I suffer. Okay? Lacking many things that I want and need, while I give you this living word by way of the Spirit. John 10:26. But because you are not my sheep, you refuse to hear. You refuse to obey. You refuse to take heed. John 12:48. There is a judge for the one who rejects me and does not receive my words. Yes, it's not forced. Okay? It ain't forced. You have a choice. But if you choose to reject his words, yes, there is a judge for the one who chooses to reject him and receive not his words. The word that we speak will judge you on the last day. Why is that? Because the word that we speak has already been embedded within your conscience and inscribed upon your spirit and written upon your heart. We're not telling you anything contrary to that. But you chose to live your life contrary to that. Therefore, that living word is going to judge you. 1 John 4:6. We are from God. Whoever knows God listens to us. Whoever is not from the Most High God does not listen to us. All right? You ignore us as if we're irrelevant. Well, hey, that's your mentality. And because your mentality is that we are irrelevant, you are calling the Most High God irrelevant because we're instructed by him. That is how we know the spirit of truth and a spirit of deception. 1 John 1:12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become sons of God, even to them that obey and trust in his name. Okay? Yes, that means that you have to be obedient to the eternal laws that he came to teach and demonstrate with his life. Okay? It's not about a literal pronunciation of a name. All right? I went over that yesterday and we went to the sealed portion. I think it was chapter 14. All right? All right. Now, so, if you are of my Father, then you will have the ears to hear my Father. But if you are of the adversary, then you will reject these living words by way of the Spirit. Okay? That just is what it is. Alright? You must humble yourself and unlearn to relearn. If the most humble, like a little child, is the greatest in a reign of heaven, what the hell do you think that means for one who refuses to subdue their ego and they're all puffed up in their pride and their arrogance and all that they think that they know? Wouldn't they be the lowest in the reign of the heavens? This is me. I have humbled myself to the true and living God. Therefore, I don't need mortal approval. Okay? I don't seek mortal validation. All right? Why? Why would I? I don't need it. Because I have it by way of the Spirit. Because I have this type of relationship with the maker of my spirit. James 4:10. Humble yourselves in sight of the Most High God, and He shall lift you up. Okay? I depend on my God. All right? Therefore, I can stand in the midst of all of this adversity. All right? It's like the whole damn world has shut up their bowels of compassion to me. All right? Spiritual elevation is a step-by-step process. It's not instantaneous. Christianity has misled you. All right? So this was one of my prayers. All right? Breathe into me, O Holy Spirit, that my thoughts may be all holy. All right? Act in me, O Holy Spirit, that my work too may be holy. Draw my heart, O Holy Spirit, that I love what is holy. Strengthen me, O Holy Spirit, to defend all that is holy. Guard me then, O Holy Spirit, that I always may be holy. I am of the holy, righteous seed. All right? Yes. Because I truly meant this prayer, breathe into me, O Holy Spirit, that my thoughts may be holy. I guard what I watch. I guard what I listen to. Okay? Why would I pray, breathe into me, Holy Spirit, that my thoughts may be all holy, and then go listen to sex music? How is my thoughts going to be holy when I'm polluting my mind with sex music? How is my thoughts going to be holy when I'm polluting my mind with all kinds of trash music that's glorifying the things of this world? Therefore, all I listen to is uplifting music, all right? Hebrew tunes, all right? Positive tunes. I listen to some KRS-One, all right? The work that I do, I'm being obedient to fulfill the mission that was imprinted upon my spirit. Okay? Wherever your treasure is, wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure is. Wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart is. All right? My heart is centered in righteousness. All right? My heart is centered in divine love. My heart is centered in righteous judgment. All right? Justice. All right? Compassion, kindness, mercy, and empathy. These things. Okay? Chasing money is the complete opposite of where my heart is at. So the fact that all my life people have been strong arming me, trying to force me to care about money, I'm aware now how evil that was. Okay? And so now nobody can strong arm me and force me into serving a false God. All right? Because now it's time for me to speak His living word. That's why He has equipped me. All right? He has strengthened me. All right? I am aware that I love what is holy. Okay? Now that I am aware of my maker, okay, the maker of my spirit, I know the maker of my spirit. I depend upon the maker of my spirit. Okay? And I have been strengthened. Okay? Therefore, I have been given the armor and the weapons of the spirit. Okay? So, yes, I have the helmet of salvation. That is my obedience. Okay? Yes, that is obedience. Where is that at? Okay, the fruit of the Spirit only grows in the garden of obedience. All right? That is the helmet of salvation. Okay? What is that? All right? Obedience. All right? He protects the obedient. All right? That's salvation. All right? That's how you're saved, by being obedient. All right? And then the breastplate of righteousness. Okay? The belt of truth. All right? Feet shodded in peace. Okay? The shield of faith. The sword of the Spirit. All right? All of these things I've received of the Spirit. Therefore, I don't need any carnal, man-made weapons. All my life, I was seeking the truth. Okay? The Messiah answered, "For this I was born, and for this I came into the world." Okay? He did not come to be a blood sacrifice to cover anybody's sin. All right? He telling you in his own words, "This is the reason I was born, and for this reason I came into the world, to testify to the truth." Okay? Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice. John 18:37. Now let's get a let's get a what do you call it? Well, not, it's, I guess, a precept. We can't call it a precept, but I want to say another validation. Okay, another what do you call that, bro? That's another word. Hold on. Oh, confirmation. All right, that was the word I was looking for. Let's get another confirmation. All right. This is Gospel of the Holy 12. You can find it in Election 75. It's talking about the Last Supper. All right. This is a more accurate version than your compiled Gospels within your Bible. Okay. Let's go down here to verse 9, where it's emboldened. "Verily I say unto you, for this end have I come into the world." Okay. He's telling you with his own mouth. All right. This is the Messiah. Okay. It's talking about the Messiah. All right. They don't use the letter J because it's old. Okay. And before there was no letter J in Hebrew. There never has been. All right. But the letter J is only about maybe 500 years old or so. But so this is older. That's why it's an I. Okay. So the Messiah is telling you, "This is the reason I came into the world, that I may put away all blood offerings and the eating of the flesh of the beast and the birds that are slain by men." Okay? "In the beginning, the Most High God gave to all the fruits of the trees and the seeds and the herbs for food. But those who love themselves more than the Most High God, or their fellows, their neighbors, corrupted their ways, and brought diseases into their bodies, and filled the earth with lust and violence. Isn't the earth filled with all kinds of lust and violence? Isn't there fast food restaurants all over the place selling the dead, mutilated body parts of innocent animals that brutally lost their life? Aren't people savagely eating dead bodies, calling it meat, calling it food? Verse 11. Not by shedding innocent blood, therefore, but by living a righteous life, shall you find the peace of the Most High God. You call me the Christ of God, and you say well, for I am the way, the truth, and the life. Walk in the way, and you shall find the Most High God. That's the narrow path. Walk the narrow path, and you shall find the Most High God. Seek the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Live in the life. That means keep his eternal law. Apply it to your life and live it. And you shall see no death. All things are alive in the Most High God, and the Spirit of the Most High God filleth all things. Keep the commandments. Love the Most High thy power with thy whole heart, and love thy neighbor as thyself. On these hang all of the eternal law and the prophets. And the sum of the law is this, summing it up for you. Do not do unto others anything that you would not want done to yourself. It includes the animals. So that means if you don't want to be murdered and butchered and eaten, you need to quit participating in it happening to the animals. That's just one example. But it's anything. You don't want to do anything to anyone that you would not want happening to yourself. Do for others things that you will want done for yourself, if you're in a position to do so. If you have an abundance of substance and you see your neighbor in need, you will want to help your neighbor. You will want to have compassion, because you will want compassion shown to you if you were in their circumstances and it was reversed. Blessed are they who keep this law. For the Most High God is manifested in all creatures, and all creatures live in the Most High God, and the Most High God is hid in them. Alright? Now, so, this is the reason the Messiah came into the world. Okay? To testify the truth, to demonstrate the truth, all right, and to give reproof. And it's no different today, because he's using us. He is instructing us. One second. In a minute here, I gotta go get some water. I think I'm out of my coffee, bro. I would love to have some more coffee, actually. Mm, mm, mm. This is the seal portion, people. And it is going to be chapter 26. Verses, let's start here. Verse 35. Alright. And there will not exist a law among those of you in the latter days to whom these things shall come, that prohibiteth a person from speaking the truth regarding the things that the leaders of the people do, to cause misery among those whom they lead. Okay? So you have a nation that set itself on top of another nation, all right, over here in a fourth part of the earth. All right, you have foreigners that invaded these lands over here and imposed themselves as their government upon indigenous land and have been oppressing the indigenous people this entire time. All right, not only have they been causing misery unto us, but now they have oppressed all humanity and all creation. All right. And the plight of the poor, who shall always be the majority, shall be known by way of this record, and also by way of the words of others who have reported these things to the people. And the words of the prophets shall come to pass in that day, in which they have said, Hearken, O you people of my church, even the church of the Lamb of the Most High God, saith the voice of him who dwells on high, and whose eyes are upon all men. Yea, verily I say, hearken you people from afar, and ye that are upon the islands of the sea, listen together. For verily the voice of the Most High Power is unto all men, and there is none to escape, and there is no eye that shall not see, neither ear that shall not hear, neither heart that shall not be penetrated, and the rebellious shall be pierced with much sorrow, for their iniquity shall be spoken upon the housetops, and their secret acts shall be revealed. And the voice of warning shall be unto all people by the mouths of my disciples, who I have chosen in these last days. And they shall go forth, and none shall stay them. For I, the Most High, Yahushua HaMashiach, has commanded us, has instructed us. Okay, so I am instructed by my big brother, Yahushua HaMashiach, the ascended master. Okay, that's who I follow. I follow the good shepherd, and the good shepherd has instructed me to speak this living word to you by way of the Spirit, to give you a divine opportunity to humble yourself and change your heart. And now, I, Moroni, would that you should ponder these things in your heart, even those of you who have received this sealed part of the gold plates that my Father has prepared for you. For you shall begin to understand in what way the iniquities of your leaders shall be spoken of upon the housetops. We're revealing to you the iniquity of this government, of these people who impose themselves upon indigenous land. We're revealing the iniquity of colonization and how the people whom they took into subjection has never been restored. Okay? Just because you want to continue to ignore it does not make it go away. Okay, it's still there. It's still a gaping, oozing wound that needs to be dressed. Okay, it needs ointment. All right, it needs to be bandaged. Okay, it needs attention. All right, if you keep ignoring it, you cannot keep ignoring it. All right, it's an open, gaping wound. It's been oozing. Okay. And you keep choosing to dismiss it. You keep choosing to ignore it. Alright, but we're instructed to bring this truth to you by way of the Spirit. For you shall have the ability to be in your homes and in your places of businesses and see and hear the reports of the actions of your leaders and your rulers. Are you not hearing about your archbishops? How they having to pay, how they having to shell out $880 million or so, but they don't reveal who the actual perpetrators were. All right, check out my brother Big Judah. He be bringing out this truth by way of the Spirit. Okay, and then another one from England, some kind of and he died. All right, like I said, check out Big Judah because he got all the receipts on this. All right, but it was just, it was brought up in my mind because like bruh, he brought it forward. All right. And I'm just like, man, over and over and over. How many times have you heard on the news about your priest being caught? They hardly ever reveal the name of the priest, all right? But they're always paying out money, but they never freaking spend any jail time. They never go to prison, all right? They never receive judgment, all right? Why is that? All right? It is absolutely insane. All right, so you've been hearing all of this. We've been telling you those that set themselves up in authority over you are not righteous, but yet you keep going to vote for these people. You keep casting your vote for wicked ass people to rule over you. And your leaders shall attempt to hide their wickedness from before you, but their attempt shall be in vain. Behold, the Most High shall use the miracles that Satan has introduced among you to do his will. And it is by way of these miracles that you shall hear of their iniquities upon your housetops. Are you not hearing it? On your phone, your smartphone, your TV, your smart TV, or your computer, or whatever. The Most High rewards those who diligently seek him. Okay? The many are refusing to diligently seek the Most High living God because they are comfortable and they are complacent in the world that we were all born in and taught accordingly. Okay? They're not thinking to question their reality. All right? But it's these people that want to try to lump me with him. Just because they have a worldly mentality, they expect that I have a worldly mentality with them. No, sir, no, ma'am. I do not think. I do not follow at all. None of that. I don't follow the ways of this world. I don't think of the ways of this world. None of that. Okay? You can think I do all you want, but it don't make it the true reality. All right? Misery loves company. They can't see life outside of this false ass reality, so they just assume that we have their same mentality. Okay, because they can't see outside. They've accepted money as God. Okay, so they're not seeing the Most High God. All right, they're not attached to the Most High God. All right. But I am attached to the Most High God because I diligently sought my God. All right. Yes, actually, my God, shown up in my life. Okay. Like I had a spiritual intervention in 2017 and then again in 2019. Okay. I literally had a spiritual I literally had an experience twice. All right. So actually, my God actually introduced himself. Okay. So I got other videos going into detail about that. But nevertheless, all my life I was seeking. All right. Now, so yes, the clarity and the understanding began to come to me. I started receiving the answers to the puzzle of life. Okay. Therefore, I praise my Father. I praise the maker of my spirit for the clarity and the understanding. All right? And I vow to always praise my maker. Always show forth all his goodness. All right? With my whole heart. All right? With my whole heart, mind, and soul. Yes, I will show forth all his marvelous works. All right? I seek to please my maker. so that the world may know that I love my Father. I do exactly as my Father commanded me. 1 second. I'm trying to find that. There it is. So that the world may know that I love the Father. I do exactly as the Father instructed of me. Alright? John 14:31. Alright? The fruit of the Spirit only grows in the garden of obedience. Okay? So it's only those of us that are obedient that he can utilize. 1 second. See, he's not looking for carbon copy robots conformed to this world. Okay? No. He ain't looking for y'all. He ain't looking for the self-righteous. He not using the religious leaders. Okay? He ain't using them. Alright? No. But the passionate lovers who seek first his kingdom. So, this is me. Okay? I was naturally passionate. I was naturally a lover. And I was always seeking for answers. Okay? So, yes. This is who he uses. Alright? He is not looking for quote-unquote payback from his people in the form of reluctant obedience. I delight to please my Father. See? I delight to do his will. Alright? It's not a burden to do his will. It's only a burden to live in this wicked ass world surrounded by hard-hearted, cold-hearted people who refuse to show kindness, compassion, mercy, love, empathy, and any of the fruits of the Spirit to me. Unwilling to help me. That's the burden. Okay? But I delight to do the will of my Father. And his law is within my heart. The Most High is rational above all else. Alright? Has authority above any man-made ideology. The Spirit of truth has authority over any mortal core belief system upon this earth. Okay? Your trivial beliefs has no value outside of this false ass reality. His love propels and sustains his people. Okay? That's how I have been able to stand. Alright? Through his love. Alright? Through his Spirit. Okay? I live by this. Alright? Ecclesiastes 8:8. There is no man that has power over the Spirit to retain the Spirit. Alright? So all you people that keep trying to strong arm me, because this is, I'm going to give you the spiritual breakdown. Alright? I've been surrounded my whole damn life by people trying to freaking retain my spirit, like restrain my spirit. Alright? Or, trying to chain down my spirit. Okay? No man has power over my spirit. Alright? But this is exactly what this system was built upon. This system is built upon chaining down our spirit. Okay? And forcing us into being carbon copy robots for the god of money. Okay? But anyway, those who seek the Father, we're set free. So no longer can you put my spirit in bondage. You can still afflict me by withholding substance from me that's required in order to sustain my life. But somehow, some way, my power does still sustain me through someone. Okay? Yes, it's been, a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay? Just enough for me to have a roof over my head and at least my bare necessities. Alright? But it certainly would be nice when people really begin to show some love to me. Now, let's read it all over again. There is no man, alright, that has power over the Spirit to retain the Spirit. Neither has he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. This is like final destination. Okay? When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And if it ain't your time to go, then there will be divine intervention. Okay? I'm sure people that there's miracles that happen. Okay? There's miracles that happen. There's divine intervention. Alright? Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing, or fear no evil thing. Alright? I don't fear no evil, 'cause I truly do trust in the true and living God. Therefore, I'm obedient to the true and living God. I keep his eternal law at all times. And a wise man's heart discerneth both times and judgment. See, you people are dismissing the fact that I'm able to discern both time and judgment. You want to dismiss that as irrelevant, like as if I'm blowing smoke. Okay, you can keep doing that all you want, but I've been made wise by the Father. I am set apart by the Father. Okay? And he is the one that gave me the clarity and understanding. Okay? So because it is he that gave me the clarity and the understanding, I more so trust in him than the wisdom of this world, which nobody upon this earth, no mortal, could answer any of my questions. So there ain't no way in hell that you can tell me I'm wrong when I begin to get the clarity and the understanding from the maker of my spirit. And now I'm able to discern both time and judgment. And I'm here to give you an option. Okay? So because of that, why do I have to put on a pretense for you to like me? See, I'm instructed to be genuine. It doesn't mean that I don't hate nobody, okay? I'm not angry at anybody, all right? I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm not envious of anybody, okay? I'm literally here to speak the living word to you, all right? Period. And love you, okay? That's what I'm here to do. All right, real love is telling you the truth, people. Okay? Your leaders ain't telling you the truth. Your leaders have blatantly lied to you. Because to every purpose, there is time and judgment. Okay? There is appointed time intervals. All right? And there is appointed time for judgment upon the wicked. And that time is very near. And the only way that you're going to receive the protection of my God is to unlearn what you think you know and relearn via the Spirit of truth and choose to operate within the fruits of the Spirit. Okay? Therefore the misery of man is great upon him. For he knoweth not that which shall be. All right? It gives me joy now. All right? Even though I'm still living in misery in my physical life, I have hope. I have something to look forward to. Okay? My redemption. Okay? Yes, the restoration of the indigenous people, the ones who came back to the original pure covenant of our God and of this land, the blessed promised land. Okay? So I know that which shall be. All right? For who can tell him when it shall be? There is no man that has power over the spirit, though, to retain the spirit. And nobody knows when your appointed time to die is. All right? However, we can know the season. All right? We can know the season. All right? Neither hath he power in the day of death. Now, the reason I say that is because, man, bro, when I read through the Torah, every single one of our patriarchs and whatnot, they knew when their season of death was near, because they would gather together their sons and they would, give words of wisdom to their sons before they passed on. Okay? So just because we don't know the exact day and hour of our death don't mean we won't know the freaking season. And don't mean that we won't know prophecy concerning these times. Because the prophecy about these times is that we're gonna see the overturning. We're gonna see the paradigm shift, and then we're gonna have our years restored to us. We're gonna be healed in our bodies and everything. Okay? Yes. All right. We're gonna have access to the healing springs. All right. All right. So, bro, that's on a whole different level. I'm not even trying to go down that route right now. All right. Let's see here. Neither has he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those who are given to it. All right, so all you people carrying man-made weapons, you think you doing something. All you doing is perpetrating the kingdom of Satan, okay, or perpetuating the kingdom of Satan upon the earth. All right? All you doing is giving power to demons, okay? All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. Okay? So understand, this nation that established itself on top of the indigenous people, your people did that to their own hurt. And their descendants is going to pay for it, because you guys have got to live on top of us. All right? And you have not done righteously by us this whole entire time. All right? So now you're in a valley of decision, and we're instructed to speak the living word to you, to give you an opportunity, to give you an option. And so I saw the wicked buried, who had come and gone from the place of the holy, and they were forgotten in the city where they had so done. All right? This is also vanity. All right? We were born into a superficial, false as, fake as reality where everything is vain. All right? Working for money is vain. All right? They enforced it by the necessity of life. All right? That's the only reason people do it. They don't do it because they just love working. Okay? Nobody wants to work a fucking job. I realize that. Okay? I'm sorry to put it so blatant, but bro, I'm instructed to keep it real. Okay? Nobody enjoys working a job. Okay? As a matter of fact, oh man. because I need to read that too. But is it 91? Not happy. Hold on. Dang, bro. Give me a second, people. So I'm looking for a specific thing that was upon my spirit. There's so many. Hold on. Oh goodness. Oh, it's toward the end, bro. Come on now. Oops. Okay, here we go. This is chapter 90 still, okay. This is still chapter 90. Oops. Okay, that's right there. Bro, I remember, let me see. Economy established. So person chapter 90. Forced to slave for apprentices. Okay, forced to earn. Alright, 90. Let me see. Okay, there we go. It's just all the way down there. I'm like, I knew it was in chapter 90, bro. Like, I just didn't know where. Okay. Now, woe unto the rich. Okay, hold on. All right, and those of you who are rich, this is chapter 90, verse 58. And those of you who are rich and employ the souls of the children of men, that they might get gain for you. What say you of yourselves? How can you justify that which you do to maintain the image of the beast? Now, the image of the beast is what's engraved on the back of your money. In God we trust. Okay? So the image is your dollar bill, y'all. Okay? Your money. That's the image of the beast. Okay? Yeah, I have read that which you say in the words of the brother of Jared. And you speak saying, I am rich because I deserve the blessings of God, because I provide for those who are in my employ with the things that they need to live. And if I did not provide them with employment, then they would not have the necessities of life and would die. Therefore, I deserve to be exalted above them because of that which I do for them. Woe unto you rich who think in this manner, for you shall be condemned greatly for that which you do. This is all you CEOs. All right? Yes. And this is your highest paid CEOs right here in America, oppressing the indigenous people of this land. You're all puffed up in your pride and your arrogance, thinking you're doing a good thing by employing some of us so that we can sustain our life. Never mind that you're foreigners on our land. Never mind that you refuse to restore back what your forefathers have stolen from us. Never mind the fact that you refuse to acknowledge who we really are. So woe unto the rich who think in this manner, for you shall be condemned greatly for that which you do. Yeah, how many of those whom you employ would work for you if they were always guaranteed that which they needed to survive? Do you think that they will remain in your employ? Especially when you treat them with a disrespect and put yourselves above them? Do you think that they are happy in your employ? I say unto you that they are not happy in your employ, but of a necessity they are forced to be your slaves. It's not a hard thing for a government of a nation to set up a system whereby all of the people can have their bare necessities to sustain their life. But that ain't what they wanted to do. They wanted to make slaves of the population, and that's exactly what they did. So this is coming. All right. So all you people that keep talking about use cash, you know, we don't want a cashless society. Oh, that's exactly what's coming. All right, a society that shall be of no money. Okay, no money is necessary. All right, for we will all partake of the blessings of the earth. All right, the resources of the earth. All right. Behold, verse 2. Behold, in that day there shall be no money, which is the number of the beast, and which createth and sustaineth the value that has been placed upon all things upon the earth, and also upon the souls of men, which lead to the wickedness of slavery. And if there is no money, and no value is placed upon the things of the earth, or upon the souls of men, then there shall be no rich and poor, but all shall have all things in common. And the brother of Jared wrote concerning this, saying, And the Lord took away the power and control of the rich by taking away the value that had been placed upon the money system that is established among the children of men. For in that day all the world shall be up under one monetary system. Has not the whole world been up under the almighty United States dollar? Yes, it has. Okay? But not for much longer. Alright? Yes. They went all over the world. They tell you. Okay? NPR.org. Okay? The US dollar conquered the world. So they already know. They already know that the United States military is the beast. All right, that is one head of the three-headed beast. Is a three-headed beast. Okay, because you got your beast, the United States military, NATO, and your government. Okay, all right, that set itself up over here on indigenous land. Then you got the Vatican, which is the false prophet, all right, and all your religions, okay. Then you got the financer, which is London, okay, Britain, all right, the dragon. Okay, you got a three-headed beast, all right, that has subdued the holy people and crushed all humanity and all creation, all right, this whole entire time for centuries, all right. Now, all right, let's see here. Yep, it was established, okay. For in that day all the world shall be upon the one monetary system, which we have been, which shall be controlled by the rich. All right. And when the Lord devalues, all right, you ain't going to be able to stop this, people. This is why he told you. For one, hold on, actually, let me bring that up because that's what's coming. Also, 1 second. I forget what I named it. Where is it, Father? In the day of affliction, your money shall not save you. Where is that? Why is it not coming up with money? Weird. Where's it at? Oh, thank you, Father. Okay, the key word was trust. Okay, thank you, Father. All right, so that's why he told you, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Okay, you can find that in Proverbs, and there's so many scriptures like that. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, there's a lot of scriptures like that. 1 second though. Another one, man. Because I know I got more than just that. No value. People valuing the wrong thing. Alright, hold on. Since this wants to... Okay, Proverbs 11:28. And I gotta go get some water. I did say that. And I do want some more coffee. Let me check my time. Alright, so, oh my gosh. How in the heck are we almost at an hour and 30 minutes, people? Alright, dishonest scales, alright? He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like foliage, okay? Instruct those who are rich in the present age. Do not be conceited. And do not put your hope in the uncertainty of wealth, but in God, who richly provides all things for us to enjoy. Okay? The wicked has taken possession over all the resources of the earth, and they've turned everything into a commodity, including all humanity and all creation. Okay, so this is why there's no love, no compassion, no kindness, no mercy, no empathy, none of those things upon the earth. So therefore there has to be a higher power that's going to intervene. Okay? All right. So when the Lord devalues the worth of all those things, then there shall be no gold or silver or paper money of any kind in that day. For the value of the riches that a man possesses is counted unto him by machines that hold the accounting of his wealth within them, which is the number of his name or his works. All right. So a man is valued based upon his money and what he has. He's valued based upon his house and his car and the way he dresses, and all that is superficial. Okay? People are not being valued for their heart condition. They're not being valued for their mentality, their mindset, whether or not they are holy, whether or not they are righteous. They are being valued based upon what they have according to the materialistic things of this world and money. And the number of his name is distributed to all those who have access to these machines, so that all might know the number by which he is named. And each man, woman, and child upon earth is given an account that is held within this machine. And when a man is employed at a business, a value is placed upon that in which he has been employed. And when he works for a time, then the number of his worth, or this value, is credited to his account that is held within these machines. And when he maketh a purchase of whatever his heart desireth, and when he maketh a purchase, see, you work to earn your money. And then now you can take that money and you can go purchase whatever your heart desires. Now this money can buy anything that your heart desires physically. But your money cannot purchase spiritual wealth. Okay? Because the spiritual wealth, it doesn't have dollar signs attached to it. Okay? You can't buy it. All right? And it's non-transferable. It's something that has to be received through humility, through subduing ego, and accepting reproof. Okay? It cannot be bought. All right? But anything upon this earth, you can buy that with your money. So all humanity pretty much is spending all their time, their energy, and their effort pining after the money, the wealth that they can only use physically. Okay? It can only be used physically in this reality. However, the Most High God has intervened, and He's awakened His people to give you this clarity and this understanding. So now you do have a divine opportunity to utilize your money for righteousness' sake. Okay? So now you can use it spiritually, but you're still not buying the spiritual wealth. No, all you would be doing is supporting the spiritual mission, becoming a righteous am. Okay? It's your choice. It is an option. Or you can keep trusting in the system and those who set themselves in authority over you, forcing you to bow down and worship the God of money, all so that you can buy the desires of your heart, the physical things, the materialistic things, refusing to support the spiritual mission. All right? Then is the value that is placed upon this thing taken away from the account that giveth unto him his worth and the number of his name, thereby your treasure becoming where your heart is centered at. So you're spending your money buying that which your heart desires. Okay? Your materialistic things. Okay? And that's where your treasure is at. All right? And you're storing your money. You're saving it in savings accounts. Which the Messiah told you don't do that. All right? Verse 9. For a period of time, yes, it is required of all upon the earth who are of age to work in some manner, that they might have a number in their accounts that provided for them all the things that they need to live. All right? They enforce this. Okay? One second. System. 1 second. What is that right there? Oh, Federal Reserve. 1 second. Mm-mm-mm. 1 second, people. Trying to hurry, but I'm gonna forget the freaking keyword. Okay, here it is. So, these people is who established this economic slavery. All right, these people. All right, and these are Caucasians. All right. This is the worst of the heathen who literally destroyed the true biblical people and usurped them. Okay, usurped us. All right, and been oppressing all humanity and all creation. All right, so economic slavery requires the people to feed and house themselves. Okay, why? So that they can sit back and get continual gain off of human necessity. Okay? It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created. And at its core, it is an invisible war against the population. Okay? So you're mad at the wrong one. Okay? You should be mad at these people. Alright? You should be mad at these people. Alright, you should be questioning the descendants of these people. What makes you think you have the authority to continue ruling on top of the indigenous people of these lands? Especially now that we know who we are and who you are. Your time is up. Your time is up. Okay? We're here to let you know that your time is up. Okay? So, yes, it was required for all upon the earth who are of age to work in some manner, that they might have a number in their account that provided for them all the things that they need to live. Okay? I did a Facebook post. Because this video is so long, I'm trying to freaking wrap it up so I can just come back and start another one so that we can continue. I really don't want to have to put y'all on hold to go get my water and use the restroom, because, but I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying to just follow what's upon my spirit just right now. Come on. Let's see. It might take me right to it. Okay, no. Okay, no, saved. Come on, bro. Come on. Was it this one? Let's see. Which one was it? Was it this one? No, I don't think this was it. This is not it. But yeah, you can see I did post this. They established their economic system of perpetual bondage upon our ancestral land, forcing all humanity into bowing down, worshiping their god of money. All right. So I was born into this world. Therefore, this established quote unquote reality was imposed upon me. This system is all about their money within their world. The quote unquote mighty dollar has replaced the true and living God. Their money has replaced real divine love. It stamped out compassion, snuffed out kindness, mercy, and empathy. The fruits of the Spirit been replaced with selfishness and greed. People been cultivated into loving their money and materialistic things, and definitely loving their pleasures while hating and scorning the true righteous. Alright, I don't think that was the one that I was talking about. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. And this is not a popular post. Alright, okay, yeah, I was speaking about it being enforced. Okay? So you can see, it's not a popular post. Okay? It got 4 reactions, okay, and I tagged 100 people. 3 people untagged themselves, or no, 2 people untagged themselves. Looks like, wait, no, 3 people do it. 97, 98. Okay, so 2 people did. 97, and yes, so 2 people untagged themselves. All right, so I said, hello, it's me again, and even though I don't mean to offend, I got some things on my mind and upon my spirit which I must speak. Many of these people are coming against me, setting themselves as adversaries because they are offended by me, not doing what they do. An analogy was brought to mind which I'm instructed to share. First, let me establish the scenario. We all know that we were born into this economic system of bondage, quote unquote, earning money for our bare necessities. Therefore, the scenario is we were all born on our knees, bowing down to this god of money. We were all groomed from birth to be on our knees, reverencing, respecting, and obeying this god of money. Clearly is enforced, seeing as we as humans do have basic need of necessities for sustaining our lives. Yet human decency has been thrown out the window. It's human decency for everybody to have necessities necessary for sustaining our lives. Clearly, humans, as well as animals, want to survive. We weren't born into a reality of quote-unquote human decency, but rather one of endless selfishness and greed. There's definitely no reverence of the eternal Great One. Therefore, we know this reality, this world, this time interval, this system never came from the eternal living God, but rather from the adversary. This system was established by the wicked. This was their mentality. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you their mentality. All right? Why not turn them into a commodity, making them have to earn our money for them to sustain their lives? This way, they'll be our perpetual slaves, and we can dictate their lives. We can control their lives via our inflation tactics, our laws and legislations, taxes, and all these things we can impose upon them. What can they say? What can they do? They're in our hands, within our system, and they want to survive. We can capitalize off of them. The crafty counsel of the wicked. Therefore, the people are on their knees to this God of money. However, the eternal living God has intervened. He's awakened his hidden ones within the land of our captivity, brought back to remembrance of who we are. I have personally praised him within the land of my captivity, thanking and praising him for the clarity and understanding. I was resurrected by way of his spirit. Therefore, I'm standing upon my feet in great boldness, confronting this false god of money. The scenario that was brought to mind was a mental image of people on their knees in subjection to this false god of money. As they're viewing me standing upon my feet, they are angry, looking at me with scowls upon their faces, pissed off at me, wondering how I'm able to stand. And they begin to lash out at me, grabbing on me, trying to force me back down with them onto my knees. Some of them doing this with such passionate zeal of resentment, jealousy, and envy. Those are evil. Those are evil, unclean spirits within their heart. Okay? Yes. Jealousy, envy, resentment, all of them things, hatred, bitterness, all of that is unclean spirits within the hearts of many people. These living words are by way of the set apart spirit of truth. Got a problem with it? Take it up with the eternal living God of benevolence and all things good. Okay? People are glorifying this false ass God of money. Alright? Now, let me say turn that crap off. I can't stand that crap, bro. Alright, 1 second. Let's see. Okay. Verse 10. And when a man or woman desireth that which they cannot afford because of the insufficiency of the number in their account, then they borrow against their account and are forced to pay usury for that amount that is above the number in their account. That is overdrafting. All right? And there are many who have little in their accounts because of the value that has been placed upon the things that they need to eat and to wear, and upon a home in which to live. And the value of these things are determined by the rich among them, that they might get continual gain. All right? The value of these things are determined by the rich among them, that they might get continual gain from those who seeketh only that they can survive by the necessities of life. Okay? So, bro, that is a system built on no compassion, no kindness, no love, no empathy. You literally taking advantage of people's need to survive. Like, that's evil. That's pure evil. Okay? That is the face of evil. You know, how are you going to take over all the resources of the earth, poisoning it? You literally these wicked people who took control over all the resources, they are poisoning it. Okay? They have placed a value upon it. All right? They're raising the prices on it. They're selling you. Bro, I digress, bro. Now, and the poor rebel against the value that has been placed upon the things that sustain their lives, so that the rich might get gain from them. But when they rebel against these things, then they are taken by the rich and placed in prisons away from the rest of the people as a punishment for disobeying the laws of the rich. All right? And while in these prisons, the poor become hardened in their hearts against the rich. Because guess what? They're not being, the prison wardens and the guards, they're not being righteous to the prisoners. They're abusing their authority. Okay? They're abusing their authority. The prisoners are in their hands. They are up under subjection. And they're being evilly entreated. Okay? By those who have authority over them. So that's how they become hardened in their heart. Alright? Against the rich. And they imagine in their heart all manner of evil that they will do unto the rich, who have placed a value upon the necessities of life and also upon their souls. Okay? Now, that's pretty much all I really wanted to bring out on that, people. But it's, this is the system we were born in, okay? So, hold on. Let's see. Verse 18. Alright, this was coming. And when he had destroyed these machines, when the Most High destroys these machines, alright, when he takes away the value from the wicked that they have done upon the earth, alright, when he takes away all of this, all the people of the earth will become equal, having no value placed upon us by the number of our names. Okay? And the rich will lament of that which the Most High will do. Okay? And they will curse his name. Alright? They will hide themselves from the face of the Lord in their mansions. Alright? And in their gated estates. And in their lavish houses and domiciles. But the poor is going to rejoice exceedingly in that which the Most High is going to do. Alright? And the poor were those who were responsible for the maintenance and the upkeep of the lifestyles of the rich. Alright? That the rich had created for themselves. And the rich had maintained control over the poor because of the accounts and the number of their names, which gave unto each man, woman, and child the ability to purchase that which they needed to survive. For the rich had placed a value upon the food and the raiment and the houses of the poor, and paid them in wages for their employ, only that which the poor could afford to sustain their lives, forcing us to live paycheck to paycheck. So the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And the poor were forced to work for the rich to obtain a number that would be placed in their accounts, which number was controlled by the rich. And the rich had placed a value upon the worth of a soul of a man and a woman who would perform the work for them. To this day, people are judged based upon what type of job they have. Oh, and if they don't have a job, if they are not earning money for a living, then we are considered a thing of naught. Oh, you are lazy. You are this and you are that. You are a bum. You are a leech upon society. You are a burden. But that's because you worship money. And you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that you have put your trust and faith in the value of money. And you are disregarding the eternal law of divine love. You look down upon the trashman. You look down upon the fast food worker. You look down upon those who are forced to make minimum wage or who earn minimum wage because, they may not have been able to do well in school. They may not have been able to be the type to rememorize and repeat. Okay, they don't make good carbon copy robots. So you devalue them. Verse 22, for the rich have placed a value upon the food and the raiment in the houses of the poor, and paid them in wages for their employ, only that which the poor could afford to sustain their lives. And the poor were forced to work for the rich to obtain a number that would be placed in their account, which number was controlled by the rich. So how in the hell could we ever get out of this perpetual bondage when the whole damn system is controlled by these evil, wicked people? And the rich have placed a value upon the worth of a soul of a man and a woman who will perform the work for them. But the Most High is going to command that there shall be no more an account given of the worth of a man and or a woman or a child, and or all, but that all should be provided for equally in all that they need to sustain their lives, all being equal in the eyes of the Most High. And then the rich is going to lament exceedingly. You know, those who are selfish and greedy, because they could no longer make a profit from the desire of another to sustain his life. The evil has been uncovered, people. If you choose to keep your head buried in the sand so that you don't have to acknowledge this truth, that's on you. Okay? Now, it is easier, Mark 10:25, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High living God. Okay? Because you have your heart set upon your money. That's going to have to change in order for you to make it into the coming kingdom of righteousness. Okay? Instead of your heart being set upon your money, your heart is going to need to be set upon the oracles of the true and living God. Okay? And if your heart is truly set upon the oracles of the true and living God, then you will begin to sow out of your abundance unto his people that are in much want and need. Okay? Much want and need. All right? You will help to ease our suffering, and you will be delighted to do so. All right? But that is very rare. As you can see, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. Alright, they give you an illustration. Okay, damn near impossible. Alright, damn near impossible for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Alright, come on, bro. I'm trying to hurry this up. Slow as computer. Bruh, it's not a literal needle, but it's like a passageway. Alright, it's a passageway, and they call it a needle. Alright, so it's easier for a camel to go through that narrow passageway than it is for a rich man to make it into the kingdom. Okay, because you have to change your heart from being set upon money to your heart being set upon the oracles of the true and living God. Alright, again, instruct those. I am to instruct you. So, 1 Timothy 6:17, I am to instruct you who are rich in this present age. Do not be conceited. Do not be puffed up in your pride and your arrogance. All right? You need to not put your trust and your hope in the uncertainty of your wealth. Okay? Mortal men put a value upon your money. Okay? Mortal men put a value upon the resources of the earth. But mortal men did not create the resources of the earth. Okay? Mortal men did not create the earth. Therefore, mortal men do not have the authority to put value systems upon anything. So when you put in your hope and your trust and your faith in your wealth and your money and in your materialistic things, understand when the time comes for all of this, for the judgment, it ain't gonna be no value. Okay? It ain't gonna be of no value. Alright? So you want to put your trust and your hope and your faith in a true and living God who richly provides all things for us to enjoy. Alright? Psalms 1:3. He is like a tree planted by the streams of water, yielding its fruit in season, whose leaf does not wither, and who prospers in all he does. Alright? Bro, oh my God, let me check my time. I'm almost at 2 hours. I be trying to wrap it up, bro, but he keeps leading me down all of these things. So, I can go all day, people. Like, I can literally flow by way of the Spirit all day is what I do best, alright? Alright, the two paths, okay? Because we have a choice. And it's two options. It's two choice. We have two options, people. Righteousness or wickedness. Life or death. Good or evil. Okay? Blessed is the man who do not walk in the counsel of the wicked. That means following the wisdom of this world. The counsel of the wicked is the wisdom of the world. Okay? Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, or go to a 4-year college, get a degree, all right, so you can flourish in your field of expertise, all right, so you can make lots of money, all right. That is the counsel of the wicked, all right. We all need jobs. You should take care of yourself. All right? You should not be a burden upon anybody. All right? Everybody need to do their part. Their part in what? Glorifying and worshiping the false god of money? No, thank you. No, sir. No, ma'am. I can choose with my free agency to serve the true and living God. Okay? And trust in my God to supply all my want and needs. You're not going to force me to trust in your God of money. All right? So I am blessed because I am choosing not to walk in the counsel of the wicked, but nevertheless endure the ridicule, the scorning, the hatred, the envy, the jealousy, all of these things that are thrown against me. All right? But I'm blessed because I don't set my foot on the path of sinners, going to go pine after money in order to sustain my life. All right? That ain't my path. All right? I'm on a narrow path, not the broad road. Okay? I am blessed because I don't sit in the seat of mockers. Okay? No. I'm up under the authority and counsel of the Good Shepherd. Okay? My delight is in the law, the eternal law of the Most High living God. And on His law do I meditate day and night. That's Christ consciousness. Keeping His eternal law in mind at all time. Okay? At all times. It is us who is like a tree planted by streams of living water, yielding its fruit in season, whose leaf does not wither, and who prospers in all he does. See, though I am not earning a profitable wage, that which I'm doing is spiritual. I'm building up spiritual wealth, which is way more valuable than any amount of physical wealth upon this earth. All right? But the wicked don't do what I'm doing. Okay? For they are like chaff driven off by the wind. Okay? They're carbon copy robots, obeying the authority of this wicked ass system. All right? Obeying the colonizers. All right? Who established this wicked ass system. All right? Voting for wicked people to rule over them, thinking that they're going to bring about any changes. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Most High guards the path of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Okay? And it's not the poor in spirit, bro, because we're blessed in spirit. All right? We're not poor in spirit. We're physically poor. All right? We are physically made poor. All right? But we're not poor in spirit. We're very rich. We're very wealthy in the spirit. Tobit 4:21. Fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth, if thou reverence the Most High living God, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight. Okay? So they changed that, all right, in here. All right, because this is talking about blessed are the poor, and blessed are those who are impoverished in the physical, because of this wicked ass economic system that was built by force, withholding substance from those of us who don't earn the false god of money. But understand that the kingdom of heaven is ours. Blessed are those who mourn, for we shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for we shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for we are the ones that are filled with his spirit. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are those with a childlike heart, though we are scorned our whole life and called irresponsible. But we are blessed, for we shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for we are called the sons of God. We are the children of light upon the earth. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for ours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are us when people insult us and persecute us and falsely say all kinds of evil against us because of the good shepherd who has instructed us. We are to rejoice and be glad, because great is our reward in heaven. And where is heaven? Where is the kingdom? The kingdom is within. And we are ushering it in upon the earth. The righteous kingdom is coming to the earth. But we understand that our persecution was the same way that they persecuted the prophets before us. And I don't call myself no prophet. I just live what I've been given to speak. I am the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its flavor, how then can it be made salty again? It would be no good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. So why would I allow that to happen? Why would my Father allow that to happen? I am the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it up under a basket. Instead, they set it on a stand, and it gives light to everybody in the house. In the same way, we are instructed to let our light shine before men, that they may see our good deeds and glorify our Father, which is in heaven, which is in me and all around me. We're going to get into that later. All right. Make sure here. All right, 1 second. One moment. Make sure I get everything I need here. I think there was. Wasn't there one in Jeremiah, Father? The Jeremiah one? Was it in? Okay. Yes, thank you, Father. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Most High, and whose hope the Most High is. Alright? For we shall be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. This is Jeremiah 17, 7 through 8. So that's just another receipt. Alright? You want to scorn me for not trusting in the God of money. You are revealing your heart. You're revealing the God that you truly serve. Okay, you are declaring your God when you make yourself an adversary to the true light upon the earth. Okay? So you may want to stop doing that, people. Man, my computer is freaking... you see this, people? Be tired of that. Stop popping stuff up. Alright, Psalms 49:6. They trust in their wealth and boast in their great riches. Alright? This why you hate us. Those of us with a childlike heart that don't have ambition to get money. Alright? We don't live to spend our time, energy, and effort earning money. Okay? We serve a different God. So those of you who trust in your wealth and you're boasting in your great riches, talking about you work hard for a living. You work hard for what Satan gives to you. Okay? Yes. Because the Most High God did not establish this unrighteous system of economic slavery. Wicked men did that. Okay? And they were under the inspiration of demons. So what you so proud of? Psalms 92:12. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Okay? The real cedars of Lebanon is them California redwoods in Northern California. They are the tallest trees in the world. All right, and I already read this. Jeremiah 17:8. Okay? Proverbs 10:15. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. All right? Because, like, bro, they are destroying us. All right? You're going to reap what you sow. All right? So understand, you built this whole system on much bloodshed and tyranny and perpetual oppression and misery and suffering. And you think you ain't never gonna reap these things? Psalms 52:8. But I am like a green olive tree in a house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of the Most High God forever and ever, not in your false god of money, slaving for it, putting in my time, energy, and effort earning it, all so that I can turn around and pay my perpetual oppressors. All right. Now, I think we're gonna stop it here. All right. Yeah, we're gonna stop it here. There are some other things that I'm gonna go over with you when we come back. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. All right. Might be keeping some of this stuff up because I don't know. All right, now let me take you back over here, and we are at 2:08, people. So give me just a little bit and I will be back on here to give you some more of this truth by way of the Spirit. Shalom.